So, just see this question. This question came in the year 2016, and I am just reading the question for you. What will be the output of the following pseudocode when parameters are passed by reference and dynamic scoping is assumed? Okay. So, in this question, two information have been given: pass by reference and dynamic scoping. Okay. So, let's solve this. It's a pseudocode given. So here you see, let's start from the void main, and here a function named m has been called here. Okay, and here you see at the starting a equal to 3, it's a global, a is a global variable. A global variable has been initialized as 3. Okay, so let me write here a, its address is 100 is equal to 3. So it's a global variable. Okay. So let me write small g. It's a global variable. Fine. So a main function has in the main function a function named m has been called. So m of a. So m of a means what? Here you see it will take the global variable. Okay. This a. It will take this a. Fine. So m of a. Fine. So since it is a pass by reference, so the address of a has been passed here, just like this: m % of a. Okay. Although they have not written in the question, but here what they want to although they have not mentioned it in the question, but you should interpret this statement like this, else you will get the wrong answer. Okay, here m of a means what? Exactly what they are doing. They are passing the address of this global variable, that is 100. Fine. So what is happening? Sorry. What is happening? M of 100 is passed here. Fine. So here the address of a is passed. Okay. The address of a is passed. And where is the m function? M function is defined here. So in the m function, definitely since here the address of a is passed, so in the m function, y is a pointer. Okay, y is a pointer to this address. It means what? At this address, y is a pointer variable. It means what? Y is holding the address of a. So here, void m of y, it means m of star of y. Fine. Although they have not written star of y, but you should interpret this as star of y because it is a pass by reference. What happens in pass by reference? Here we pass the address of the variable. Okay. So here you see, till now what I have told you. Here in the main function, what is the here is the m function, which is here the m function is called. Okay, so what is the parameter passed? The address of the variable a. Okay, what is the address of the variable a? 100. And you see here the m function has been defined. So here in the argument, what I have written star of y. It means what? Y points to the address of a. Okay. So now what's happening here? Here you see a is equal to 1. So in the definition of m function, you see a is equal to 1 is there. So is this a and this a are both these a are same? No, this a is different from this a. So it's a local variable a, okay, which is initialized as 1. But this a was global variable. Okay. So here a local variable a has been initialized. Since it is a local variable, so let's give it a different address from this global variable. Say the address is 200. Okay. And its value is 1. Fine. So after this, you see what's written: a is equal to y minus a. So what you should interpret this as: a is equal to, let me write here, A is equal to star of y minus A. Okay, just interpret this line as this. A is equal to y minus A. You just think it as A is equal to star of y minus A. Okay, you see in this question, the what the examiner is expecting that you know all these things. That's why they have not mentioned explicitly each and everything in the question. They are expecting from you that you should interpret like this. You should know about this. Okay. So A is equal to star of y minus A. Okay. So now this A is equal to star of y minus A. So what is star of y? Star of y means what? Value at the address pointed by y. So what is the value at the address pointed by y? So y is pointed to the address 100. So what is the value at the address 100? 3. Okay. So A is equal to star of y. Star of y means what? Star of 100, because the y value is 100. Y is a pointer which is holding the address. Star of 100 minus what is A? 1. Fine. So what is star of 100? Star of 100 is value at the address 100 is 3. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So this A is equal to 2. So this A has become to it was initialized as 1, but after this line it has become 2. So this will become 2. Okay. Fine. So till now I hope that you have understood whatever I told you. Okay. And now after this you see another function has been called here. The name of the function is n. Okay. With the parameter as A. Fine. So here you see n function has been called. So let me write here as n of A. So here you just think A is the parameter. So what A they are asking? Okay, what A is there? Is it a global variable A or it is a local variable A? Just think. It should be a local variable A. It means what? They are talking about this A. Why? Because in the question, it is already mentioned that dynamic scoping is used here. Okay. Since it is a dynamic scoping, so whatever the variable A which is local to the function m should be passed as a parameter to n. Okay. You will not pass this A as a parameter. You will pass this A as a parameter. Okay. Because it is a dynamic scoping. Okay. So what will happen here? In n, A will be passed as a parameter. Okay. This A. Okay. So now what will happen? Yes. And since it is a pass by reference, so address of this A will be passed as a parameter like m% of A. Okay, it means what? The address of A is passed. It means what? What is the address of this A? The address of this A is 200. It means what? 200 is passed as a parameter. And at the receiving end, where the n function has been defined, you see the parameter is n of x. It means what? You should interpret it as n star of x. It means what? X is a pointer which is pointing to the address of A. Which is pointing to the address of A. So it means what? Here x is pointing to the address of A. What is the address of A? 200. X is pointing to the address of A, that is 200. Fine. And now what's written here? X is equal to x into A. So x is equal to x into A. So you should interpret this line as like this. Let me write here. Star of x is equal to star of x into A. Fine. So now you see star of x means what? Value at the address pointed by x. Okay. So now, what is the value at the address pointed by x? 2. Because x is pointing to the location 200. So what is the value at the location 202? 2 into. What is the value of a? The value of a is 2 because 2 is passed. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So it means what? Value at the address pointed by x, initially it was 2 but now it has become 4. Because star of x means what? Star of 200. So value at the address 200 is 4. So now it means what? This a will become, so the value of this a will become 4. Okay. So the value of this a has become 4. Fine? Yes. And after that, print x. So print x. So print x means what? Print of, you should interpret it as print of star of x. Okay, not just x. It means what? Print the value at the address pointed by x. Okay, so it means what? X is pointing to 200. So what is the value at the address pointed by x? 4. So here 4 will be printed. Okay, so 4 is printed here. Fine. So at first 4 will be printed. So the task of n function has been completed. So now let's get back to the m function. Okay. So till now we are done. So what is the remaining part? Print of a. So print of a means what? They are talking about this local a, not global a. So a value has already become 4. Okay. So print of a means what? Again 4 will be printed. Fine. So 2 4s are printed. Okay. 4 4. So option D is the correct option. Fine. Option D is correct. So you should be very careful what is written in the question. Here call by reference and dynamic scoping is used. But in case of static scoping, the answer would have been completely different. Okay. So be very careful. Okay. Don't make any pre-assumption like just don't take it as by default static scoping. No. Just read the question carefully. What data is given and what they are asking. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Thank you.